Okay, I'm just up from the last game and the next game is on now. So France and, I cannot remember, France is playing. So I'm going to go down and watch that. As you can see, I am alert. I am alert. Soccer wakes me up, and it has. My fatigue disappeared. So that's done. I did the dishes because breakfast and lunch were. I did the dishes. That makes me feel good too. Supper is just going to be, what did I say? Fish sticks, vegetables, and popcorn. Popcorn with Jeopardy, because we have Jeopardy tonight. That's good. And right now I'm watching one of my vlogs, my favorite video vlogs, and that's good. And like I said, I'm going to go down in a few minutes. But what I've been wanting to talk about for a while now, and I just keep on forgetting, is that things have changed here in the house. Of course, Monica, things have changed. You emptied everything out and you're leaving soon, so of course things are different. Yeah, but I've been living here for over 20 years. And yeah, it's an old house, I know, but it's always been an old house. It's not that it's a 20-year-old house, it's 170 years old, okay? It's over, I knew that it was over 150 when we bought it. So it's a very old house by the standards here, okay? It's not a beautiful old house, as you can see. It's an ugly old house. It's just, one of those houses that you can just, bulldoze it and nobody will miss it. But I've been living here for 20 years, okay? I've gotten used to this house. We've done lots of stuff to it over the years, but I've lived here for a long time. And over the last year, I'd say it's a very short time, this house has started to make noise. I hear things happening that have no explanation. It's not just, oh, this is an old house, it's creaky, it's squeaky, it's, all of a sudden there's a bang, What was that? And you go look and nothing. Stuff like that, where sudden loud noises, it's not creaky of, there's someone walking across the floor upstairs. No. There's a bang. And unexpected, unexplainable noises. They don't scare me because there's nothing there. But it's weird that suddenly the house should be, moving in such a way that these big noises are coming out. I wonder if it's going to collapse on the... Sorry, you bought it, it's yours. As long as it doesn't collapse while I'm still in it, it's all good. It's just kind of weird. I remember when I was a kid, I used to be scared, okay? My parents, my sister, visitors, we had a playroom, that's what you called it in Quebec. You didn't go play in the rec room, it was called a playroom. And downstairs they had ping pong and stuff, or just chairs and you sat, I don't know. So visitors didn't usually, at least family, didn't sit up in the living room. That was for visitors, okay? But family, the ones that came very regularly, we would go downstairs and to the playroom, fully finished basement, and we would enjoy ourselves there. So when it was bedtime, I would go to bed and they would keep on having fun times downstairs. And even when there was nobody here visiting, this is what would happen is I would go to bed and the furnace would start, or the furnace would stop. I don't know what it was. was young. And then there would be the sound, the pipes of the furnace. It was an oil furnace. Okay, this is in Montreal, Laval, and I guess the expansion and contraction would happen, and it sounded to me like there was someone coming up the stairs. So, but nobody was coming up the stairs, right? They were all, I could hear them talking downstairs, or you could hear them talking in the kitchen or whatever. But somebody was coming up the stairs. Oh, I was always so, I'd listen and listen and listen. Go, what's that? What's that? That memory stays with me to this day, you know? That house is still there. Of course it is. Yeah, after we moved out of there, my parents gave my sister and brother-in-law the house. They moved in, and they lived there for a few years. And then they sold it, and they moved to Ormstown, which is where my sister has lived ever since. But yeah. But that house is still there. I mean, we went back a few times to have a look at it because I hadn't seen it in years. And I don't know if it was the last time I was there. My sister took me there and we drove by, let's say. And I found it online in Street View. Yeah. I actually took screenshots of it just because, you know, I lived there for a short time. When, you know, I've lived here much longer, but the, you know, first years of my life were in that house, so it meant something to me. Anyway, yeah, so this house, just before I leave, it started to make sounds.